What up, boxing world? It's your boy J-Rod with J-Rod's Level Up Boxing TV, and it is a beautiful day for boxing. So I want to start with Shakur Stevenson is being mandated to fight Cruz. I think that'll be a hell of a good fight. It'll test both their skills on different levels, and we all saw the war with Cruz and Garcia Davis. Cruz put on a good show, man, and then he got his knockout after Gamboa. So yeah, Cruz is legit. We got Shakur Stevenson over here on the other hand. Y'all just gonna have to let me know what y'all think in the comments, because my personal opinion, I think Shakur's got that. Shakur is a very strategic fighter, and just judging off of his fights, man, I think he neutralizes his opponents very well. It's just what I've seen from him, man. So yeah, my take on that is I would pick Shakur Stevenson. Now, I don't know if this fight's gonna get actually made, because you know how it is with the mandates. A lot of times they never happen. But it's good. It's good for the sport of boxing that they would mandate that fight. But you see, I know Shakur Stevenson, jumped up there in the game up in weight, and high hopes, to get the biggest contenders, such as Gervonta Davis, possibly Ryan Garcia, or Devin Haney. So I think, in my personal opinion, remember, he's on the other side of the street. So yeah, it's gonna be very tough for him to get them fights. I honestly think that Shakur Stevenson versus Cruz, or Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez to get made first, but that also is if Teofimo Lopez drops down in weight. Because from remember what we heard, they never going back to 135. So that's what we got for Shakur Stevenson and Isaac Cruz. So moving on to the next one, WBC mandated Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence. I really ain't gotta say too much about that. Y'all know what it is. Like I said in my last video, I think it's gonna be a great fight. Keith one-time Thurman. It's a great time Thurman. I think that fight is gonna do fireworks, and I see why they went with that. They honestly were supposed to go with Stanionis. I think he done took too many step aside monies. This is a cash grab. It's a bigger fight. It's going to be a more exciting fight, and of course, it's going to generate more money. So I understand why Keith Thurman got elevated to WBC mandatory, and he's got to fight Errol Spence Jr. next. So I'm looking forward to that fight. I think it, like I've been saying, I think it does fireworks. My opinion, I think Spence should win that fight, but in the same token, I don't knock Keith. Keith only has one loss. Even with a lot of time out the ring, he's been shelved, but even with a lot of time out the ring, he still fought great against Mario Barrios. He put on a great show, and he looked great. He looked like he improved, and like I said in my last video, like he added more to his arsenal. So I think it's going to be a very tough fight for Spence. This is a different fight for Spence. He's never had this type of fight. So it's going to be very interesting to watch how Errol Spence Jr. executes his plans in the ring. Because in this one, he's definitely going to have to put on some boxing. There can't be none of that bullshit from the fans that he was showcasing his skills like he did with Mikey. This time, he's really going to have to put on some boxing skills. I believe that wholeheartedly. He's going to have to do that with Keith Thurman. So, moving along now. wanted to ask about, what if we got these fights? What if we got these mandated fights, right? And what if we get these next couple of fights, like Haney versus Lomachenko? How is that gonna play out? Y'all gotta let me know that in the comments too, because I'm very, I'm interested in to know what y'all think about all this. I think my opinion. I don't know, man. I used to think that Lomachenko would take Devin Haney out, but that was like decades ago, man. I don't know if Lomachenko could beat him now. You know what I mean? Like he showed that signs of him declining, and Devin Haney's just a much bigger guy. Now, I mean, we've seen Lomachenko do great with opponents that are bigger than him, but this is a guy. We're talking about Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got a beautiful jab, one of the best jabs in boxing. And he does know how to neutralize his opponents with that jab, and he knows how to set up that right hand with it. He's got good defense too on top of that. So I mean, if he keeps Lomachenko at bay and executes his combinations when Lomachenko comes in, because Lomachenko probes a lot before he comes in. I see Devin Haney winning, but if Lomachenko does get past that beautiful jab that he has and goes to the body a lot and also using his angles. Don't forget, Lomachenko's got great feet work. So, like I said, if he gets past that jab and does exactly what I just said, it's going to be a long night for Devin Haney. I'll tell you that. So, yeah, man, what if we get these fights? What if Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford fight next after Terrence Crawford versus David Avenesian and Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman? If there is a Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman. I think this is great for the sport of boxing right now. Boxing right now is in so much dire need for these next upcoming fights that are being talked about to actually come into fruition. Sport's dying. The fans are kind of killing it too. They don't realize they're helping it. But yeah, the sport is dying. And a lot of people are converting over to that UFC, man. They're getting tired of the bullshit fights that we're getting. They're getting tired of paying $100 pay-per-views for a fight that they're not even asking for. So that's what my biggest plea to the promoters out there, to the boxing, to the sanctioning bodies and the networks and just the boxing committee, everyone involved, is that you guys start fighting each other. One thing I wanted to tackle before I get on Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia, because that's the fight I just missed, and I want to talk about that one too. Yeah, Thurman versus Spence. At first I didn't agree with it. I felt like Stanionis was being dropped off, and he shouldn't. But yeah, I felt like Stanionis was being bypassed, and Stanionis had his shot. He didn't take it. So, but see, here's the deal, though. I honestly think that he should be fight boots. I think them guys should be getting it in. It's just like, with the Dave Benavidez, Charlo, Andrade, and whoever else that are chasing Canelo. You know what I mean? Like, these guys should be fighting each other. And as you seen that, we got the news a while ago that Plant's going to be fighting Benavidez. That's another great fight that boxing needs. That's going to be a damn good fight. I like them both. But I just feel like Dave Benavidez is the stronger fighter. But, yeah. You know what I'm saying? These guys aren't fighting each other, and you see Plant and Benavidez get made, so it's just like let's see Boots and Stanionis get made, or Boots and Ortiz get made, or Ortiz and Stanionis get made. I believe that them three guys need to go at it before they get a belt, and I'm not talking about getting an easy win. At least if whoever the winner of Keith Thurman and Errol Spence is, they would have to face him. But obviously, we're not going to see that. One's going to move up after Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So it's a no-brainer. Like, you know, the belt is basically going to get passed down. You know, hopefully that won't be the situation and they'll have to fight for it. That's what I want to see. That's what boxing needs, y'all. So, yeah. You know, these guys are going at it. So, you know, I want to move along to Ryan Garcia and Tank. They've been having, you know, they beef for quite some time. And you see what's happening. You know, it looks like that fight is being stopped, guarded, whatever the hell the case may be. But, you know, fight ain't happening. That's another fight. What if these fights happen? That's what this conversation is about. And, you know, what if that fight did happen? Who do you got? Because, you know, my take, man, I would go with Tank. Honestly, that dude is just, he's a killer, man. What can you say? He's a killer. He's like a little mini Michael Myers, dude. Like, some way, somehow at the end, he's going to get you. And he's been doing that to a lot of good boxers. Tank he does got skill too. A lot of people dismiss Tank's skill. He knows how to set up them uppercuts and them overhand rights very well. People don't take that into consideration. When Tank looks like I could see it in the fight. When Tank looks like he got you, he's gonna do a little practicing, and it's kind of odd because people ain't catching on. But yeah, when Tank got you, he's gonna have a little sparring session with you for a second before he times you perfectly and connects. So I give that's why I give that edge to Tank. But then again, you got Ryan Garcia. He's tall. He knows how to use that reach. And I don't, you know, I don't put nothing past Ryan Garcia for the KO either. Not gonna lie. You know, I've seen, you know, after seeing Ryan Garcia's last fight, my God, that short knockout, you know, I didn't see that coming. And remember when he caught his opponent coming in? This was way before the knockout. He caught him coming in and he dropped him. Like, we didn't even see, like, how in the hell did he slip in that left hook? You know, that was nasty. And I've been watching a lot of Ryan Garcia videos, man. He's got a mean left hook that he's not getting a lot of credit for. So, yeah, Tank would have to look out for that. He's got a mean left hook, and you can barely to not even notice it coming. So yeah, we got some great fights coming up, man. I'm very excited. I wanted to touch base too, man, before I go. Charleston White going in on Errol Spence. I'm not gonna post the video. But man, Errol Spence is catching a lot of heat lately, man. So, you know, evidently Charleston White is out there reporting that Errol Spence got something to do with Mo 3's death. I didn't even know that they had beef. I didn't even know, you know, Errol Spence was really out there in the streets like that, to be honest with you. But, you know, this is all new to me. But yeah, Charleston White was going on and on about how them dudes lived next to each other and they had beef or something like that. Something about Spence's baby mama. I don't know how she's involved because, you know, it was hard to you know, decode the message that Charleston White was kind of trying to say. Because a lot of people think, you know, Charleston White just be airing shit out, you know. But at the same time, there's certain things that Charleston White doesn't say clearly. You know, a lot of his messages are in code because he knows with all the shit that he says, even he knows that there could be some trouble for him. And the law just might not be able to help him. So, yeah. Yeah, Errol Spence getting exposed by Charleston White. I don't know how that's possible, man. This is two different realms. Now we jump from boxing into hip hop and streets and all that. That's crazy, man. That nobody was out there like that. But, you know, hope everything all right with Errol Spence, man. I hope he really not involved because You know, I would hate to see, you know, some shit going down with him catching a Fed case. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people, man, stop. When you got beef with Charleston White, man, don't even respond to that dude. You know what I mean? That dude's out there trying to get people to catch Fed cases. And I understand he's trying to clean up the streets, but at the same time, you know, this is kind of wrong way to do it, man. You out there just talking and talking and talking, man. You know, don't a grown man do that. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's your prerogative, though. You know what I mean? You do what you want to do. You your own man. I'm just telling y'all, you know, boxing fans and, you know, people, everyone out there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody out there talking about you like that, man. A lot of times, man, is the best thing to do is just let it go, or you end up getting yourself into some trouble, man. But yeah, man, that's my time. I just wanted to get y'all's thoughts on these new upcoming events and also the thing with Spencer Charleston White. I'm loving boxing today. I woke up in a great mood. I just hope we get these fights. I really hope that we get these fights. Anyways, it's your boy J-Rod with J-Rod's Level Up Boxing TV, and I'm out your ear. Peace.
We put our life on the line each time we step foot in the ring. We should get the lion's share. Watch me, Terrence Crawford, live December 10th on BLK Prime, pay-per-view. It's going to be a night to remember.